Welcome to today's podcast. I'm Girttana Padmanathan, and in this episode, we will be exploring how startups harness big data to make agile decisions and thrive in competitive environments. If you ever wondered how companies like Netflix and Grab stay ahead of the game, the answer lies in their ability to use the data effectively. Today, I will break down what is big data is, how it drives agility, real-world examples, the challenges startups face, and best practices for success. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive in. Let's start with the basics. What is big data? Simply put, it refers to massive data set that traditional software can't easily process. But big data is more than just its size. It's also about the complexity and speed at which the data is generated. Think of millions of clicks on the website, location data from mobile apps, or even social media interactions. For tech startup, big data isn't just information. It's a powerful tool for making decisions. The agility of startups often depends on how quickly and effectively it can turn data into actionable insights. In an environment where trends change overnight, being able to adapt in real time is crucial. Now, let's talk about agility. Agility in business means being flexible and responsive to changes. Big data makes this possible by providing two main advantages, which is real-time insights and predictive analytics. Let me give you an example. Imagine you are running a food delivery app and it's a Friday night. Using real time data, you notice a spike in orders from a particular area. You can immediately reallocate drivers to that area, ensuring faster deliveries and happier customers. Predictive analytics takes this a step further. It looks at historical data to predict future trends. For instance, if your app noticed that pizza orders always increase during football games, you can prepare in advance by partnering with pizza vendors or offering special discounts during game days. This combination of real time adaptation and forward thinking is what makes big data invaluable for startups. So, how do startups actually use big data? It all comes down to the tools they choose. Here are some popular options. First, Google Analytics, perfect for tracking website and apps performance. Second, Tableau, a fantastic tool for visualizing data trends and creating reports. Third, AWS or Azure, cloud platforms for storing and analyzing data at the scale. What really exciting is the role of AI and machine learning. These technologies can process data at the lightning speed, identifying patterns and predicting outcomes in the way human can't. Imagine an AI tool that tells you which marketing campaign will likely succeed based on historical data. It's like having a crystal ball for your business. Now, let's look at some real world examples. First up, Netflix. Did you know that 80% of the content we watch on Netflix is influenced by its recommendation system? Netflix collects data on what you watch, when you pause, and even the time of the day you watch. This data help them recommend shows you are more likely to enjoy and decide which new series to invest in. Another example is Grab. They use big data to predict demand, optimize route, and even implement surge pricing during peak hours. For instance, during major events like concerts, Grab can analyze real-time data to ensure there are enough drivers in that area. These companies didn't just stumble upon success, they used big data to adapt and drift. startups can learn a lot from their approaches. Of course, using big data isn't without challenges. Let's address a few. Data overload. It's easy to get lost in the sheer volume of data. The key is knowing which metrics matter for your business. Resource constraints. Advanced tools and skill analytics can be expensive, which is a hurdle for many startups. Ethical concerns. Data privacy is a growing issue. With regulation like GDPR, startups must handle data responsibly to avoid legal trouble. Overcoming these challenges requires a focused strategy. Which brings me to our next segment, best practice. So, how can startups effectively use big data? Here are some tips. Set clear objectives. Don't collect data for just the sake of it. Define specific goals like improving customer retention or optimizing operations. Invest in scalable tools. Choose platforms that can grow with your business. Foster a data-driven culture. Train your team to rely on data for decision making rather than gut instincts. Experiment and learn. Use data to test hypotheses. For example, run A or B tests to see which strategies work best and adapt accordingly. The key is to start small, stay focused, and build your capabilities over time. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the future. With advancement in AI and edge computing, big data will become even more powerful. Imagine devices like drone or IoT sensors processing data locally and making decisions instantly. For startups, this means even faster response and smarter operations. The future is bright and the possibilities are endless. To sum up, big data is a game changer for tech startups. It enables agile decision making by providing real time insights, predictive analytics, and the tools to adapt to a constantly changing world. Thank you for tuning in today's podcast. If you found this episode valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love to hear your thoughts. So drop a comment on the YouTube video or share how big data has impacted your work. Until next time, keep innovating, stay curious, and always be ready to adapt. Bye for now.